Hello everyone and welcome back to TechNuovo. My name's Steph and today I want to talk about the Wave XLR and how it's taken over my content creation workflow. I used to use a Go XLR and have recently swapped to the Wave XLR and have definitely found it to be an extremely capable device. Wave XLR, Go XLR. Bit of a coincidence there with the naming, I think, Elgato. The Wave XLR is a small plastic box that's been designed to angle up at the user for easy use. It's smooth to the touch with one big round dial in the center which doubles as a button press, and on top is a capacitive mute button. Compared to say the Go XLR, it is an incredibly neat package, but its neatness does mean that it has sacrificed functionality, and I'll explain why in a moment. It's branded Wave XLR on the front and the dial has LED lights which can be customized in the software to different colors to give it that RGB like gamery feel. It looks absolutely stunning and I must say Elgato has done a great job with its design. Around the back are three inputs, keeping things nice and simple. The first is the XLR input to use with pretty much all XLR microphones out there, and yes, there is enough power, including phantom power, to throw pretty much any microphone you want at it. There is a USB Type-C input, which is nice to see, and finally a 3.5mm headphone jack so you can monitor your audio and listen to your mix. Although it's minimal, it's great if you're streaming from a single PC setup. You will start to run into issues if you're wanting to run a dual PC streaming setup, as there's no line out. Also, I would have personally liked the headphone jack to be on the front of the device, as it makes it easier to plug your headphones in every time you're wanting to stream, and in my case here, when I've got two speaker setups on my system, I'm not locked into permanently using headphones. Now, some kind of speaker out would have also been nice here too, so I could have at least run a set of monitors, or at the very least just run it out the line out, because I'm a single PC user anyway. So with that being said, it's probably best to save complications and just run this device to a single PC. Forget about dual streaming here, there are other products out there capable of doing that. Everything though that you need to mix here, from your voice to Discord chat to game sounds to desktop videos to your music, is done using the Wavelink software. It uses digital routing devices and needs to be used in conjunction with your Windows sound device settings, which is fine. It's a bit clunky, but there's really no real way around this. Inside Windows, you're given loads of virtual audio devices to really break up your audio into their own individual mixes. The Wavelink software was extremely simple to set up, and everything you need to fine-tune your mix is in front of you on its home screen. Under each heading are two sliders. These represent loudness in your headphones and loudness in the overall mix being sent to your stream, and at the bottom you can find an overall volume level for each output and an equalizer so you can see if you're clipping or hitting the red. Pro tip though, when setting up your mix, set your sound output in the bottom right hand corner of Windows to Elgato system. This ensures that the overall mix you've created will come through your headphones. Ignore the Elgato Wave XLR headphones option, it just didn't work for me, and looking at other content online, it doesn't look like it works for anyone else either, so no one seems to be using it. One giant caveat to this software though is changing these settings on the fly can be a little bit of a pain. Coming from something like the Go XLR, which has physical sliders and you can map certain sound inputs to each slider, so if for example you're the last one alive in a game of Valorant and your friends just won't shut up, you can quickly turn down your chat slider there and then. With the Elgato Wave XLR, however, you'll need to Alt-Tab to the Elgato software and turn them down there before returning to your game. And that's really the only downfall that I can think of with the Elgato Wave XLR. A get around in their next iteration could be to include these audio outputs on the actual dial itself to scroll through with the button presses. Right now, the only things that can be changed via the dial when you click it in are your microphone gain, your headphone volume, and the mix between audio and voice, but only for monitoring and not in your overall mix. Inside of the microphone settings themselves, you do have a whole host of options to choose from, including your overall gain, your monitoring, the sample rate of your voice, and even your input levels. There is a clip guard feature found here too, which allows you to scream into your microphone and not clip. There is 20 decibels of clip protection included, which is nice, and I never found that any of my yelling caused much of an issue with my content. And there's even now the chance to use VSTs within your microphone settings directly from the Wavelink software, something that they've added as it wasn't available on release. So kudos to you there, Elgato. A few specs as well if you're interested here. It's a 24-bit 48 or 96 kilohertz interface that includes 48 volts of phantom power for those condenser microphones that need a bit more of a drive. There's 75 decibels of gain, again for the harder to run dynamic mics. with 52 decibels of analog and 23 decibels of digital gain. And finally, you've got 100 decibels of dynamic range too, and with that added 20 decibels of click guard, it makes the Wave XLR a pretty capable audio interface that can handle pretty much any type of microphone that you throw at it. The Elgato Wave XLR paired with the Wave DX microphone is an extremely capable audio solution if you're wanting something to really start your journey into live streaming or even content creation. So of course I'm playing Jedi Survivor. If you're not playing it, then get started because it's an absolutely fantastic game so far. I've only done a few hours, but I've enjoyed every single one of them so far. But this is just a very quick example of what the Wave DX microphone sounds like when plugged in to the Wave XLR audio interface, just to give you a demonstration of when you pair the two together and you're using it for some kind of streaming or content creation. I love that it comes in such a small package as it really helps with space on the desk. However, I do not like the fact that you cannot change your audio mix on the fly like you can with the Go XLR. I even think that this is a bit of a hindrance, to be honest, with the product, especially in crucial moments in something like Valorant. But if you're a solo streamer playing through single player RPG games, you're generally going to have your settings keyed in before you start anyway. Saying this though, the Wave XLR has definitely taken over my desk. I love it, and the space I'm saving compared to a Go XLR is unreal. Software is great, and I love having virtual audio inputs on my system so I can really break out and dial in each piece of software I'm running, and it's pretty self-explanatory in the app too. Now I for one love this product, and just a thought off the top of my head actually, a Stream Deck and a Wave XLR all-in-one product, giving you the capability to press a button to access each input to turn them down on the fly with that big dial. Now, Elgato, you need to get on this, but for now, we've got the Wave XLR, and what a decent, capable audio interface it is. Thank you very much for checking out our video review of the Elgato Wave XLR audio interface. If you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to keep up with our latest tech and gaming videos, and also let us know in the comments down below, are you a Wave XLR user, are you a Go XLR user, or what other audio interfaces are you using for your live streams or content creation? Let us know in the comments down below. As I say, thanks very much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.